I don't know why I always choose to film at this angle. Like it's really not like a good idea. Like it's really like just not like a good idea like at all. Hi guys. Welcome back to my channel. I've been getting a lot of questions from you guys, the fans, as well as people in my personal life, because you guys have noticed that I really just haven't been putting out as much content recently. Because I've really been taking some time for me, for myself. I wanted to just have some time to relax and enjoy myself before getting back into the yeah, I really just don't have anything to say. It was really my dream when I was younger to like be a YouTuber, but then like I tried to start like filming things and I was just realized like I really don't have anything to say. Trying to make my videos like they contain nothing. Like they contain no actual information, but I like to think that we all have fun anyway. Like how are you? How is your summer going? Okay, that's enough. This is my room. Don't look at that. Just don't look at it. It doesn't matter what it is. This is my bookshelf, my walls. I wouldn't say that I'm enjoying living at home. It's nice that I like am able to do that, but I don't love it. I live with my mom and she's just like a very normal person, I would almost say. And it's not like that I'm not normal, like obviously like I'm normal, you know, like I'm fine, but it's sort of like it's just a little different, even though technically I did live with her while I was growing up, right? But now like we're both at home all the time instead of like me being at school and like her being at work. I just like see her like a lot. You know, I'm sure some people are enjoying getting the extra time with their family. Personally, I just miss my friends, but they're in like all the corners of Texas right now, in the country. With these coronavirus cases, there's really no way that I can see them. It's Tuesday. I'm really going through the Tuesday burnout, which happens when you like work all day on Monday, so that by the time you get to Tuesday, you really just are burned out from working. So that's a pretty good feeling. I've been thinking a lot about how people normally have like 8 to 5 jobs and stuff, and like they like commute to the office, like normal people, like adults. Which is like what I'm on my way to becoming eventually one day, assuming that I graduate and get a job, which like, okay, maybe I can graduate, but like I really don't see how I'm ever gonna get a job. It doesn't matter. Who would hire me? No, it's okay. I'm sure someone would hire me, but like would I want to work for anyone that wants to hire me? You know what I mean? Like would I actually want to do that? I don't think so. It's not relevant. People who have office jobs, who work 40-hour, whatever, 8 to 5, Monday through Friday work weeks, do you really get there at 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. or whatever and like sit down and just like go? Like I don't understand it. I've only been through school, and in school you show up at like 7 a.m. and you talk to your friends, and then you go to your class and you talk to friends, and like depending on the day you might be a little productive for like 20-30 out of like the 50 minutes, or it might be like a really stressful day, you're like productive for all the 50 minutes, or it's a really chill day and you do almost nothing. And you do that 7 times, and in the middle you get a little break for lunch and you get to hang out with your friends, so that's pretty fun. And then after lunch, whatever class comes after lunch, I'm probably asleep. Like even if I'm awake with my eyes open, I'm probably like physically my body is taking a rest, and I really just never really got like a choice in that matter, you know what I mean? So anyway, after lunch all my energy was depleted because I'd been awake since like 6 a.m. and I'm somebody that likes to sleep a lot, but you can't sleep a lot when you're in high school. It's just like a rule. You just can't do that because then you'd have to go to bed at 10, and what am I, a loser? I'm not going to bed at 10. Are you kidding me? Anyway, so you wake up at 6, you're going all day long. At 3 p.m. you're like, okay, finally. And then the school bell rings, whatever. You've been productive maybe 3 hours that day, like max. Maybe 4 hours if you're like really an overachiever. And then maybe you're doing a little homework, like whatever, you're like hanging out with your friends, you're like doing homework at the same time, it's like not a big deal. And then you go home and probably like take a nap and maybe do like another hour of homework or so. So I'm thinking max 5 hours in that day you're actually doing academic work. A lot of the time teachers don't even expect you to be productive while you're in class. Like, it's okay if you're on your phone, especially like at the beginning and the end of class. Like, no one is expecting you to be working on stuff. So it's amazing to me that I'm eventually just gonna have to show up at 8 a.m. or whenever, and like out of my own will, like not a teacher telling me to do something, but out of my own will, start working. What is that? I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think I trust that, actually. So I won't be pursuing a job after I graduate from college. And I think what I'm gonna do instead is buy one of those like trailers or vans, you know what I mean? How people like get out of a van and they deck out the van, they make a little kitchen and stuff, and they like decorate it and they like make it cute and stuff, and then they just like drive around. And they don't, and that's their home, and they don't actually have a house or like a property, but they just like live in their van. So I'm thinking that I'm kind of leaning towards that being my plan. I do have some questions for those people, like how do they fund their van life? Maybe, I guess, like if you are able, like if you have a house or something you can sell, like maybe if I sell everything I own, I'd be able to afford it for a few years. Because like in a previous video we sort of talked about how I tend to accumulate a lot of things. So maybe if I just sell everything that I own, I can actually get enough money to live the nomadic lifestyle. So that's sort of my plan. Let me know like what you guys are like, let me know like what you guys are, what your plan is. I am in school, I am in college, and I guess that's sort of just like something to do in the meantime. You know what I mean? Like before I figure out my van lifestyle. So yeah, that's just sort of what I've been thinking about since this quarantine started, is how I'm gonna make my van life happen. So sort of figuring out the logistics of that, because really, I mean, once you figure out the logistics of like you know, just like what stuff you can fit in the van, and you know, going and getting the van, like once you figure that out, you're kind of set. You know what I mean? That's sort of really what's been on my mind recently. I've also been thinking about playing The Sims, but I can't do that. I cannot afford. What was that? I can't afford to do it because I already have enough things that are taking up all my time. I recently started reading like a lot, like more than I've ever read before, and I think it's because I'm being so productive in my reading that it makes me feel less bad about being productive in the job that I'm actually being paid to do. I really just kind of wish that my first full-time work experience was not in my home. I just wish it was not in my house, because that's not going well for me. But that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. We're gonna keep going because we don't have another option. This is what we have to do. My semester starts in August, hopefully, unless the world explodes, which, I mean, you really don't know at this point. I just wanted to personally apologize to all my fans, my audience out there, for not, you know, making the content that you guys deserve, because I mean, it's not like there are a billion other things that you can watch on YouTube, you know. I know that my content is unique, and it's sort of like not something that you can get other places. I have to stop doing that. So I need to go do some homework. But I'll catch up with you guys later, and thank you for understanding, and let me know your thoughts on van life in the comments down below. Okay. Goodbye.